Hi guys, and welcome back, and today's video is inspired by a recent tutorial that I saw from Lisa Aldridge where she took us through how she applies makeup for the gym. Now the big question of course was, do you or don't you wear makeup to the gym? And for me it is a no-brainer. Of course I will definitely apply some makeup. I don't usually go with a full face because I do like my skin to breathe, but I also don't want to scare off the other gym goers, and I find that putting on a face also helps me to feel my best, which is going to help me to perform my best. Now, having said that, I do take quite a few shortcuts, but I wanted to share with you my very quick gym routine. And when I take you through the products, I'm going to explain why I use the products that I'm using in particular. So the first product is foundation. I will apply a very, very light coat of foundation, and I usually go in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear. Now you might think, wow, that's quite a heavy hitter for the gym, but the reason I use my Estee Lauder is because it is transfer proof, it's waterproof, and so when I sweat it's not going to come off and transfer onto everything. But I do use a very, very small amount, so I use probably about half a pump's worth. So I will use as little as that. And I just apply this all over my face using my fingers. This is just to even out my skin tone. It's just to add a little bit of life to my skin. And so definitely not a thick layer of this at all. Just something that is going to stay put and is going to make an immediate difference to my face. So just make sure that that's all rubbed in, and not much precision needed here. It is such a little bit, but I find that it really does make all the difference. So now that I've got my foundation on, I'm going to apply a little bit of something to my eyes. So I go in very lightly, and I usually take a very neutral shade of eyeshadow. Today I'm going in with a taupe shade. This is from the MAC palette, the MAC Whitney Houston palette, so it's this shade over here. And I find that this is just enough to give me a little bit of definition around the eye area. So I'm going to start off with a crease brush, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of this into the crease. I do have hooded eyes, and I find that this just helps to give a little bit of definition. I really don't want to look washed out, so that's one of my motivations for wearing makeup to the gym. I want to look like I am ready for business. I want to look awake, and if I apply a little bit of makeup, it really does just give me a little bit of a boost, well, a lot of a boost in fact, and I really do feel like I am ready to face the day. So a lot of it is psychological. I just feel a lot better in myself when I have a little bit of something on my face. And I also find that the way that I am received is a little bit more positive as well. I don't get comments like, oh, shame, you're looking really tired, or, you know, are you feeling okay? You're looking a bit pale, that kind of thing, which does happen to me in real life when I don't have a little bit of color on my face. So let me know if you can relate. Let me know if you do wear makeup to the gym, and let me know what your motivation is. I know we had this conversation in a recent video, and a lot of you did express the reasons why you wear makeup, but do you wear makeup to the gym? That is a very valid question, I think. So I'm not really worried about precision. You know, I really just want something that is going to get me out the door, and that's going to kind of add a little bit of improvement. So really not too worried. Nobody is looking at my makeup. I realize that, but I do this for myself because it just makes me feel a whole lot better. So I'm going to add a little bit of definition to my lower lid. Taking a pencil brush, I'm going to use the same taupe shade. And really this is just all about adding the smallest amount of definition. So really it's nothing to make an impression or go, wow, just something that is going to make me feel more awake and alive. Now you can leave it there, but I am going to apply just a little bit of a deeper shadow to my mobile lid. I'm going in with my MAC Paint Pot, and this is in its Fabstract. It's just a warm brown, and I like this as well because it's not going to sweat off my lids. It's quite waterproof. I just put some on the outer corner with the same pencil brush just to give a little bit of definition. You could go in with a little bit of eyeliner, of course, if you wanted to. So already that has made quite a big difference to my eyes. It's just opened them up and made me look more awake. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of mascara, and the one I'm using today is my Lancome Teint Idole. I like this one for the gym because it is smudge proof, so it doesn't, if you're sweating, it doesn't come off or get into your eyes, so I like it for that. I also like it because it is a very subtle mascara, so it's not going to give you stripper lashes. It's just going to give you a little bit of definition to the lash line. It is definitely not the most volumizing mascara in the world, but I like it for that because then it makes it look like I haven't really tried too hard, but it's just adding, again, a little bit more definition to my eyes. Now onto the brows. So I generally won't do anything to my brows in terms of filling them in. I will just take a spoolie and just brush them up, just brush off any foundation that might have gotten into them. But that's absolutely fine. I am not going to do anything else to them, so we leave it at that. Now I'm going to add a little bit of color to my cheeks. I generally go in with a cream blush. I'm using the Baby Got blush today. This is in Blushed Berry, and this is just very quick and easy to apply. So I don't overthink it. I just put a couple of dots on that, all over my cheeks like that. And then I will either blend it in with my fingers, or I will just take a very small cream blush brush. Just use this just to blend it out. So again, I just want a flush of color. I like this shade because it makes me look like I've worked out before I've even worked out. It just gives me a nice pop of color on the cheeks, and just again helps me to look alive even though I might not feel it, but just something very subtle. So you could go in with a powder. I just like a cream because it does blend in a little bit better. It doesn't kind of sit on the skin, or doesn't make you look too made up. So it's a kind of invisible flush, you could call it. And then finally onto the lips. So I am not going to apply a lipstick or a lip liner. We just want to look like we've made a little bit of an effort. I go in with my Labello lip balm, and this is in the shade Blackberry Shine. It's beautiful, very subtle on the lips, and of course it is moisturizing the lips as well at the same time. So guys, that is the gym makeup done, and that is all I will do. I won't even do my hair. I generally wear it up in a ponytail to gym, but this just makes me feel a little bit more put together, and I feel like I'm ready to face the world. So let me know, do you wear makeup to gym? I'd love to hear from you. Please leave me a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I'm off to pump some iron. I will see you next time. Ciao, ciao.